Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally happening. We have the Escape from Tarkov patch notes. They were released a few hours ago. It is the 10th of August, 2023, and we're about to see a wipe. And this is a good time because it's when a lot of new players jump in. It's when a lot of old players come back. A few months into a wipe, it gets a little bit stale, and the servers, they don't populate as much as during a wipe. So you can expect some interesting things to happen. There'll probably be some bugs. There'll probably be some lag. The game is updating at the moment, as you can see in the top left-hand corner there. I'm at 63%. So I'm just going to talk through the patch notes whilst we wait to get access. Now, the game should be live now. However, there's sometimes a little bit of a delay. So it could be anything between now and a few hours' time. But I'm looking forward to jumping in. We'll do a video series. We'll cover everything. But for now, let's just go through and look at the patch notes. So this is 0.13.5. There's a Streets of Tarkov expansion. So first off is Caban. So added a new boss. Caban, he once had a small legal business in Tarkov, but was not afraid to use criminal methods of money acquisition. After the general evacuation, he remained in the city, and his gang has grown. His size allows for him to fire various heavy machine guns without resting the gun. But at the same time, Caban cannot afford to be mobile and therefore either stays in position or moves slowly from point to point during combat. He has a large number of well-armed guards, some of whom are former military men who have organised a strong defence for him. The boss dwells in the area of the car repair shop on the streets of Tarkov. This area is heavily defended, entrances are fortified with stationary machine guns and AGS, and the paths are mined. There are snipers on the roof of the car service centre, so bear that in mind. Caban uses a custom rig to store machine gun boxes, wears body armour under his clothes, and has unquestionable authority amongst his guards. Scavs nearby help the boss with defence and will engage in combat for Caban. Alright, kit presets. Added the ability to save a gear preset and quickly equip it. The player can name the preset, select the one he wants to equip, see its contents, wait, and compare it with the other equipment sets. The screen of the selected equipment set is divided into two tabs: Equipment, which will display all available gear slots; Pouches, which will display the contents of the rig's pockets, backpack, and secured container. The selected equipment set is assembled from matching items in the player's stash. If the player does not have enough items in the stash to assemble the kit, the missing items can be purchased from merchants or the flea market. After character creation, 15 basic sets of equipment are available to the player. The player can create up to 50 custom gear sets. So a big improvement there in terms of people that didn't want to have to kind of get all their kits together. And a lot of people used to have in their hideout lots of pre-made kits ready to go out, but now it's nice that you can have this this preset. A really nice feature. Looking forward to playing with that. Random container spawn. Containers will now spawn at random points. The number of spawn points for containers has been increased on all locations. Large wooden crates, some Terra Group crates, large cash registers, and file cabinets will now always spawn at their respective location. Sidearm quick swap. When the holstered weapon hotkey is pressed twice, one for default, the character will swap weapons quicker. This action consumes arm stamina, and if it's insufficient, the weapon equipped in the hands will tremble. Upon training weapon mastery and corresponding with the weapon type skill, the amount of arm stamina consumed on quick swapping will decrease, and the speed of the action will increase. So a skill that you can obviously increase there. Improvements to peaceful behaviour of bots. Added routes for looting containers by scavs on the Streets of Tarkov location. The barrel of the bot's weapons oscillates up and down slightly during peaceful walking. Peaceful routes of bots have now slight deviations from a straight line between points, mimicking the player's movements during combat or in case of danger. Bots return to ready mode. Reducing reloading speed of low difficulty bots. Bots can no longer rotate instantly, now to rotate by a significant angle while prone. The bot assumes a sitting position and continues firing. Bots now search corpses and take weapons, rigs, backpack, whatever contents they like from them. If a bot has a backpack and a rig, it will drop the backpack and the rig next to the corpse. Contents taken by the bots are not refundable by insurance. Bots can share an item with a player playing as a scav by calling out to them. Improved visibility of bots at dusk. Now it corresponds more correctly to the change of light level. Flashlights still give better visibility at this time of day. And corrected spawn time when playing as a scav on all maps, which is nice to know. Bot groups. The AI scav group system has been improved. Now a group of scavs that will operate as a team will spawn at a certain chance. They are going to be better organized in combat and are essentially small gangs. Commands to bots. When playing as a scav, new commands to bots are available to the player. The chance that a bot will execute a command depends on its reputation with the fence. All commands have a cooldown. Help. When this command is used, all bots within a certain chance and in a significant radius will go to the player and engage in combat with the enemy. Or spread out. With a certain chance, the bots with reasonable radius will take cover and spread out over the area. Take cover. With a certain chance, the bots next to the player will take the nearest cover. Quiet. With a certain chance, the bots with reasonable radius will stop talking and start listening. Stop. With a certain chance, the bot next to the player will stop for a short time, look at the player, and then continue moving. Now, the command follow, when playing as a scav, can be given not only with a gesture, but also with the phrase, follow me. So, a lot of improvements to the AI, to the bots, and some quality of life improvements as well, which we're going to get into now. So, quality of life. The user interface of the trade, quests, and Ragman service screens has been redesigned. The player can now quickly equip or replace an item with any of the available items in the stash via the drop-down menu by clicking on character slot. The FPS meter no longer overlaps a raid timer. Double-clicking on consumables automatically uses the item. In terms of functionality, double-clicking is similar to the use option in the context of the menu of the item. You can turn on the tactical device or helmet-mounted lights by pressing the H key. You can switch the modes of the tactical device by pressing the Control and H key combination. The list of available mods for Ops Core helmet rails as well as the 6B47 helmet has now been expanded. When holding the 4 and O hotkeys when using the first aid kit, the other medical supplies, a drop-down list of body parts to treat will now appear. When using the first aid kit, the list shows all of the character's wounds. When using other medical items, only those body parts that can be healed with the item are shown. To activate it, you need to set the hotkey mode to release. Added new images to the loading screens. Gun stand. A new module, the weapon stand, has been added to the hideout. The stand has 3 levels of pumping. Each level can hold a certain number of weapons. Level 1 to 108 cells, level 2 to 132 cells, level 3 to 182 cells. Only weapons with all critical components can be placed on the shelves of the weapon stand. Nice. So some additional storage there for your weapons. A quick sale of Scav's gear. A sell equipment button has been added to the Scav's gear transfer screen. The player can sell all the equipment after he is extracted as a Scav, including currency that Fence doesn't normally buy. Improved display of the crafting process. Added animation and a color indication to the icon of the module where the crafting is in progress. Finished craft is now displayed first in the module list, and clicking on the complete craft counter takes you to the module that has a ready for pickup item. Graphics and performance. The visual effects of anesthetic has been changed. The new technology for fog rendering has been implemented on Streets of Tarkov. Added a new culling system for lighting locations. Improved the culling system on Streets of Tarkov. Increased the accuracy and performance of the system, which we've all been waiting for. And optimization of resource consumption by the sound system. Alright, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens to the sound system as a result. Every patch there's a hit or miss with the sound as to whether it's better or worse. So it'll be interesting to see if that's made any difference. Weapons and equipment added is the SVT-40 and the AVT-40 rifles, the AK-12 assault rifle, the PKM and the PKP light machine guns. Horizon's Sword Off, the PM and the PB pistols have also been updated, and there's new ammo. So like with any balance, there's always a change to the ammo to keep us on our toes. Now the .300 Blackout CBJ, the 12 Centi Piranha, the 4.6x30, the JSP SX, 7.62 has quite a lot added to it. The 39mm has the FMJ, the SP and the PP, which is the GZH. The 54mm for the 7.62 has the RFMJ, the RHP, the RSP, which are both BT ammo, and the 9x19 has the FMJ M882. Also added a number of new weapon modifications and equipment modules, which we're going to have to figure out for ourselves. Balancing changes. Various balancing changes to the characteristics of the ammo. Various balancing of trade changes. Various balances changing to the crafts. Adjusted resizing for all the following mods. The JP Enterprise flat top 30mm ring scope mount. And a lot of other mods as well, which you'll be able to go through. There's the Night Force on there, the Steyr, the HK, the VPO. So just a lot of resizing for the mods there. But we don't need to go into too much detail of those. Balance change into quests. So adjusted quests is now the Huntsman's Path, Trophy Sellout and Woods Keeper, the Hunting Trip, Tourist, Psycho Sniper, a Shooter Born in Heaven, which will be interesting to see what they've done there this time. A Tarkov Shooter Part 8, Capturing Outposts, the Stylish One, Farming Part 4, which is interesting to see what they've done there. Grenadier, Crisis, Insomnia, So It Good Part 3, and Test Drive Part 1. Alright, so that's all balance changes. Shooting range. Reduced requirements for building a level 1 module. The new requirements are 20,000 rubles, level 1 lighting, nuts and bolts 1 piece of each, and metal spare parts 1 piece. The defective wall, new conditions for the module construction. Med block level 1, water collector level 1. The gym added new conditions for the module construction. You now need lighting level 2 and ventilation level 2. And corrections. So here's some changes that they've made here. They fixed the problem of the client hanging after pressing the back button when you reconnect. Fixed incorrect display of the player's hands when using stationary weapons. Fixed bugs causing soft locks when using underbarreled grenade launchers. Fixed missing sounds of grenade explosions thrown by the bot in some cases. Fixed incorrect position of Zykrali and his guards at the raid start. Fixed a number of visual artifacts on Street of Tarkov. Fixed a number of visual artifacts in the hideout. Fixed incorrect calculation of target visibility through bushes and trees for the bots. Nice. Fixed visual artifacts in optics on interchange. Fixed unnatural viewing angle when going in and out of aiming with the Berserk perk with the elite skill Stress Resistance. Fixed errors when using flashlights, IR flashlights, and night vision and thermal images. Fixed bugs in some cases caused locations to take longer to load. Fixed the lack of sound when firing the RSP-30, and fixed the lack of container looting sounds in third person. The stash upgrade obtained as a reward for the quest, the Terror Group Trail, and for the ranking season prize will occur during August. Alright, so a lot of things to consider there, some balancing updates, some changes, some quality of life updates, a lot of things to go through. We'll jump into the game. I'll end this video there with the patch notes. We'll jump into the game with another video and we'll have a look around and see what's happening. Thanks for watching.